All right, chemistry. Welcome to Friday, May the 15th. We got a take-home lab. First up, if you're a senior, you don't have to do this. All right, seniors, this is your last day of high school forever. So, at least if you're graduating, and all of you better be graduating. So, for my couple seniors in chemistry, just don't worry about this at all. Just make sure you turn in all your late stuff that you have. I don't think either of you have any late stuff, but if you do, get it in, because I'm putting your grades in like right now. Otherwise, most of you aren't seniors. So we're going to talk about the take-home lab. So you don't have to do math today, which is good news because that means you don't have to do any more math except for the homeworks you haven't done and have to make up. All right. So for many and most of you, no more math. For a fair number of you, you got some more math to do, but no new math to do. So take-home lab, very simple today. You are going to do a real-life experiment with freezing point depression. You are going to see with your own eyes the effects that dissolving stuff in water has on the freezing point of water. We could do it with boiling point, but it's much more difficult with household supplies. Without thermometers and heating mantles and all this other stuff, freezing point's much easier to look at, so we're just going to do freezing point. Now it's very straightforward. What you're going to do for the actual lab, you're going to get 2 cups. They need to be identical cups. They can be glasses. Don't use the super nice glasses in the house in case you drop it and your mom's mad at you. But they need to be glasses, all right, or cups. They can be plastic or glass, doesn't matter. It's better if they're see-through, all right, so you don't want like a ceramic mug, all right. And you want them to be big enough to hold 2 cups of water. Most drinking glasses are that big. Most plastic drinking cups are that big. Things that aren't that big are like mugs, but you shouldn't be using a mug because they're not see-through. So you get 2 identical cups. Glass, plastic, see-through, whatever. Okay. You add 5 tablespoons of salt to 1 cup, and you add 0 tablespoons of salt to the other cup. So you have salty cup and not salty cup. 5 tablespoons of salt and nothing. That's all that's in the cup so far. Then you're going to add 2 cups of water to each cup and stir them. You know from your last lab that salt dissolves a lot better if it's hot and hot water. So you might use warm water in both of them to get, you want it to be the same temperature water, so turn on the tap to warm and then fill it with a measuring cup. I assume you have a 1 cup measuring cup. If you don't, just fill them to the same place. That's the best work you can do there. Make sure the salt is dissolved in the salty one, label it salt. I mean, just stick a sticky note on it or just stick a piece of tape to it, whatever you have to do to keep it separate because they're supposed to be identical cups. And then you have your pure water in the other cup. You put them both in the freezer for at least 1 hour until they're frozen solid. It will take at least 1 hour. All right. You don't sit in front of the freezer and watch them for an hour. Just fill them up, put them in the freezer for, I would probably do 2 or 3 hours, but at least 1 hour, and then you walk away, go play video games, go do your math homework, go make up all the chemistry stuff you haven't done. Whatever. Come back. It's now after lunch. You ate your Chef Boyardee mixed with microwave mac and cheese because quarantine, I don't know. Now, set both cups on the counter and then walk away. All right, they're frozen solid ice bricks. Walk away. Come back every 10 minutes, all right, and check on that. It's probably going to take an hour, all right, so, but you don't want to miss the 10-minute marks. Every 10 minutes, you want to ask yourself, is it melted? Is it not melted? So when a cup completely melts, write down the amount of time it took to melt to the nearest 10 minutes. So if at 50 minutes, it's not completely melted, and then at 60 minutes it is, write 60 minutes, right? There will be a difference in how long it takes for them to melt. So I want you to write that down, write the difference down, right? This one took this long and this one took this long. And then you're going to not submit it on this sheet. This sheet right here, which you'll have access to, is just the instructions. You're going to go to OnCampus, right? You're going to go to your chemistry class, whatever class it is. You're going to go to your assignments, all right? And then you're going to click on Take Home Lab, right? And it's a discussion thing is how it's formatted. So you're going to type in your answers on the actual discussion. So it's going to say, you can see it right here. How long did it take for your pure water to completely melt? How long did it take for your salt water to melt? Why are the times different? You're going to have to actually put the times in, all right, 50 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever. And then you're going to explain why. Like, well, why did this one take longer to melt than this one? Hint, it has something to do with freezing point depression. So take a look at those. Take a look at the instructions, do it. it's theoretically like a 5-hour lab, but it's going to take you literally 10 minutes of time to do it. You just got to put the glasses in, take them out, and walk away. Okay, so that's our last real new chemistry assignment video thing for the entire year. This is the last thing. And for those of you who've kept on track with your homework, it should be a fun wrap up. For those of you who have homework to do, buckle down, get it done. You're going to feel a lot less stressed about it once it's done. I know I took an online class in college and I had to make up all the homework at the end and I was very stressed. And I should have just buckled down and got it done in a day or two, because when I had it done I felt a lot better about it. So if you have homework to make up, I'm sure you're very stressed about it. You'll feel less stressed when it's done. It doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be done. Right? So do your best here. I'll have a video for you next week, but there won't be new information. Right? We're not doing final exams. All of your homework's just together or your score for this unit. So I'll see you next week. Get your homework done. Have fun with the lab.